Hey guys, it's Edgar and Ravenna here, and today you're gonna meet my drawings. This is my character, Useless Cabbage. She is a minor god. She's based off of me, but somehow more useless. I don't know how that happens. All that I know is that I can't win if I'm a cabbage. Nobody's gonna get that reference. Alright, this is Tip. He's just your typical emo, lame sauce guy who's just a regular customer in Senrin's coffee place, who you'll meet Senrin later. This is Tarnished Face. He's one of my more interesting hallucinations, I suppose. Yeah, I have schizophrenia. Woohoo! Isn't that great? No, it's not. I hate it a lot. He may look scary, but he's really not. He's one of the sweetest things ever. But he swears to God that he's terrifying. And he speaks in many different languages at once. The predominant one is Japanese, but you can hear echoes of all of the different languages. Yeah, he swears he's kawaii. This is actually, who is this? Oh, yeah, that's Useless Cabbage and Adele. Me and a real person meet my drawing. That's my girlfriend. This is Jacqueline the Ripper. She is Satan's right-hand man. She is very strict about Grim Reaper code. People are not supposed to die before the time in the book written. She's very strict about that. And she will execute you as if you're a Reaper, of course, if you do not follow the Grim Reaper code. She also fights angels for pure souls. One of the pure souls she has is Abraham Lincoln. She has his skull, and she's very proud of it. She's one of the only Grim Reapers that can defeat angels besides Satan. This is a book I'm writing, of course, and it's going to be very neat. I hope. I think I have more pictures of her somewhere. Ooh, this could have been more organized. Here's more Jacqueline. And another picture of Jacqueline. Something really interesting about Grim Reapers, in my book anyways, is that they don't actually look skeletal. They could be walking among you and you would never know. But a lot of them wear clothes infused with magic to look skeletal. Most of the ones you'll see will be wearing a black cloak because they can't concentrate their magic into something smaller. Jacqueline just puts it in her hair bows because she's super powerful. Yeah. Let's go back and see what's next. Oh, yes. Miss Primrose is a very nice woman, blind, wheelchair-bound, that got accused of murder. She is batshit crazy. She was framed for this murder, of course, by her sister, who ended up committing suicide and also framing her suicide on Miss Primrose. And since Miss Primrose was completely bonkers, they threw her in an asylum, and she's very mistreated there, but she's still very sweet. This is Senrin. He's my baby child. He is a very powerful fae that lives in the other world. I'm thinking of calling it Neverland. I don't know. He has a thick Scottish accent, and he owns a bar, a coffee bar, or cafe, in the human realm in New York. He is one of the most powerful fae, but he doesn't like using his... Ooh, a ladybug. He doesn't like using his powers. His coffee place is very special because he uses beans specifically grown in the fairy world, and nobody knows where he gets them. A lot of people try to assassinate him, though. So, he's just really something I use for practice writing. In case you were wondering, I'm really distracted because there's a ladybug on my hand. Oh, there it goes. This is just a sketch of Addie in a Invaderism type style. I was inspired by this comic by the same guy who wrote Invaderism called I Feel Sick. His name is Conan Vasquez, I think. I can't pronounce it. Whatever. It's pretty good. And I didn't realize that he was the animator of Zim until I posted this one time. So I said, oh my gosh, Invader Zim! So that was a thing. This is Zipper, and Noose, and Arrow. And Zipper, Noose, and Arrow. They, were the product of an experiment. I'm writing a comic about them. Zipper came from a kid that was trying to reanimate his father's dead frog because he accidentally kicked the frog. Long story, don't feel like explaining it. But the experiment went wrong, and that's what happened. And Arrow and Noose were the result of a very bad, abusive, mad scientist that took his children and turned them into animals. It's horrible. Anyways, next. This is Borax and Seract. I think their story is written on this side. I don't really remember much of it, but Borax is living on the human world right now because a spaceship crashed. And Charachters is like 11 or 12, and she has Borax pretending to be her dog, because Borax is well sought after because the crystal that his head is made out of is very valuable and can power super weapons. So they are trying to figure out how to fix his spaceship and get out of there. And when Borax leaves, he's taking Characht with her because they're close friends and nobody likes Characht. In fact, everybody bullies Characht and her mom ignores her. This is Teresna. She's somebody in my head. She's a tyrant queen. She was a bitch, but I'm teaching her to be nice. She's very pretty. Oh, more Jacqueline the Ripper. More Teresna. This is Wormpale. He's someone in my head. He's bad. I don't listen to him. She's Famine. He is a frog, giraffe, turtle. I don't know what else hybrid. He's one of the 4 horse riders of the apocalypse. This is Death. Another horse rider of the apocalypse. His floating cube heads. There's War. Other horse rider of the apocalypse. Elephant. I didn't have the proper Copic markers to color this one, so I used pens. Gel pens aren't very fun to draw with. And I'm lazy, so it didn't turn out well. Oh, there's Senrin again, my baby child. Oh yeah, he's a goth, by the way. There's Senrin and the horse riders of the apocalypse. Down at the bottom right corner is Plague. Plague isn't my character, though. The other ones are. This is Demi. I'll explain their stories later. This is Demi. This is Cerise. This is Morgan. And this is Nassar. This is Gadishan and Naris. They are another race on the planet that Borax lives on. Gadishan is the mama. Naris is the baby. But the thing about this breed, I haven't decided what they are yet. This species, I guess, breed is kind of a disrespectful term for that, huh? What species this is. But I know that the males are actually the ones that carry and birth the children, and then the females are the ones that take care of the children. The males do stick around, but they are more of the, they take turns hunting and scavenging, really, but the men are more of the ones to, men in this world have more of an affinity to cook than females. Some females can cook, but it's usually just a man thing, and it's not like a sexist thing at all, by any means. It's just, yeah, it's how it goes. This is, shoot, I don't remember her name. She is another thing on the planet that Borax lives on. They're very humanoid, I guess. I don't really have these characters developed yet because I haven't really gotten to the part in the book where Borax gets home. This is Bixis and Valis. Bixis is the pink one, and Valis is the purple. Zari, she is a vampire, percussionist, and a dancer. She's part of a band that a ghost named Penny Dreadful runs. Penny Dreadful's the lead singer. You'll see her later. There are also 2 characters I haven't had drawn yet. Toto, she is a bionic zombie that plays electric guitar, and she was made by the person who plays the bass guitar, Dr. Garrow. Dr. Garrow is a zombie, and his daughter was falling apart before he was, and so he started making sure she wouldn't turn into a ghost by giving her bionic parts. This is Penny Dreadful. She's a ghost, a singer, and she writes books. This is Skelerin, or Rin. He's a skeleton. He's a stand-up bassist. He's a cartoonist. See, they have a heavy metal band based heavily off of jazz. So Skelerin plays, that thing that looks like the cello, but it's not. It's called a stand-up bass. It's beautiful. This is Miz Kit. He is a jack-o'-lantern with floating galaxy hands. He summons his hands at will, so he doesn't always have them. His name is Miz Kit. He's a jester. He plays the saxophone, and yeah, that's Miz Kit, basically. He's a jokester, and we all love him. This is Chi-Chi. She's the human form of My Charachters. Chi-Chi is a chinchilla. She has a green mohawk. She's basically me. Say that. This is Ira. Ira is a mercenary. He is very sweet. He's one of those people that will tackle you in the street if you steal someone's purse, even if he doesn't have a weapon and he knows that you do. He is an all-around badass, basically. If he were real, I would date him, I'm gonna be honest. He has a little brother named Lux Apud Digitalis, which means light with love. Lux Salvius Pax. I don't remember what that means, but it's Latin. Lux was abandoned at 7 because of his church. His mother was one of those Bible beaters, but she was one of those weird, almost cult-like church Bible beaters. He was born with silver eyes, and every year until he was 7, he gained a color on them. And the church ended up calling him the Antichrist. Ira found him on the streets, and anyways, he took Luke to his mom, and his mom was like, yeah, we'll take him in. So Luke's mom adopted Ira's mom adopted Luke's, and anyways, what happened was, their mom got stage 3 brain cancer and died 2 years later, and now Ira has to take care of him. He is 12 years old now, and Ira's 23, I think. Luke tries to be tough, even though he's a little weak noodle, because he has some immune system problems. He wants to be just like his brother. And he is one of the most Mary Sue, sweetest things in the universe. He likes drag. Yes? I want to say goodbye. Or see you later. Alright, this is Lucy and Jeremy. They are part of a manga I'm planning called The Night of the Mind Palace. Here's another picture of Lucy. Here's everybody from the manga that I'm planning. So, Lucy is a bubble goth. She likes to wear eyeballs a lot. She lost her eye. She always says that she lost it in the Great War, but nobody really knows how she lost her eye. And something else that I assume is that she actually wears her eye on her head. But, oh no! What happened? Night in the Mind Palace is about me. That's me. It's Kira. Jeremy. This one is Jeremy. He's a hipster. I have a better picture of Jeremy with Lucy. He usually wears his hair in a bun. He holds it together with a pencil. And Wormtail. But anyways, the manga is about me and my struggles with schizophrenia. These 3 are my main 3 hallucinations. Sometimes they take over my body. I guess we could call it multiple personality disorder. I don't know. But it stems from my schizophrenia. I have other hallucinations as well. You met Tyresna and Tarnished Face, but they don't come around as often as these guys do. Jeremy is a very logical person. Yeah, he has OCD. He usually wears button-ups and khakis. See his sweatpants are, hi, Tiger. Hi, kitty boy, kitty, kitty. Sweatpants are pink in this because Lucy did the laundry once. They used to be white. This is a scene that kind of happened right before bedtime. But, my brain is built sort of like an apartment complex. It also has, like, an outside and stuff. So, like, my brain, I call it my mind palace, basically. But, yeah, Jeremy's OCD, very logical. He doesn't have a lot of emotions. Lucy is very playful and very sadistic and very childish. Then Wormtail. Wormtail's the bad guy. He likes to talk me into bad things. Sometimes he takes over my body and makes me do bad things. It's bad. This is me. I don't feel like explaining who I am, and so you're just gonna have to deal with not knowing. This is Heather Parrish. Stop that. She is the product of nuclear fallout and experiments. Her head is a hand, and she has a fuck you attitude. I'm still developing her character, so I don't know much about her. She's part of the book I'm writing about her, actually. She was, believe it or not, I got one of those like OC scratch cards off of Sketch, and it told me to make someone with 3 eyes and a bunch of stuff, and she had to be bound and stuff. So I made up a story about her, that she was also the product of nuclear fallout and was experimented on. And she developed a 3rd eye from the nuclear fallout and all of this junk. And they did a whole bunch of surgeries and experiments on her, and they now are selling her in the black market. And she doesn't know much about the world, because she was taken into these experiments as a small child after nuclear fallout. She was like 5 or 6 when the bomb dropped. This is set in like 2027-ish, maybe farther into the future, I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be too long until we're in the middle of a nuclear war, to be honest. But, yeah, she doesn't know much about the world, so she gets sold to this person, and she meets Heather, who is also kind of a servant at the place. And they're still working on the story. I just made these characters. Yeah, those are most of my characters, I guess. I hope you enjoyed them.